Welcome to Cocktails and Convo. In this podcast, we invite you to take a step back in time where the world was a different place. We'll be reliving those moments from the COVID era through unique and memorable conversations. As we share these stories, we'll also craft the perfect cocktail to accompany each episode. So grab your favorite drink and join us for engaging discussions, laughter, and toast to unforgettable experiences. Whether you're reminiscing or discovering a new cocktail and convo, is here to bring those memories back to life. Cheers to great conversations and even better cocktails. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to Cocktails and Convo, where we have everyday conversations with extraordinary drinks. We're just waiting on our co-host to come on to tonight's show, and we wanted to say thank you for coming and checking us out tonight because we want you guys to be a better couple, a better person at the end of this show. So we hope that you guys have been having a great weekend. What's up, Caesar Lord Phoenix? We appreciate you for coming. Don't forget to send those invites out tonight. So while I wait for everybody to come in, this week was a new week. What this week was? The first day of school. All right. Oh, everybody want to jump on the live. Sorry, I gotta take. So. What's up, soul brother? And Team Sid and G, how you guys doing?
Hello, guys.
Y'all doing all right? That's good. Well, you know, it's the first week of school. How about that?
It's our third week.
Third week.
No, it's our third week.
How's that third week?
August 19th. I'm in Broward.
But y'all started half a week before us, right? No? No, that
1,
second
2,
week.
3. It's our third week.
Oh, yeah, going in?
The week of August 17th was 1. The week of August 24th, 2. The week of August 31st is third week.
So this is officially our third week.
We're done. Next week will be
A month.
it's not a month, but it's 20 something calendar day, whatever they calculated.
Yeah, because you guys didn't start on a Monday. You guys started on a Wednesday.
So next week will be a month.
Gotcha. All right, that's cool.
Plus.
So, like I said, we appreciate everyone for coming to the live right now. Thank you so much. It's Friday night. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with us. And we say thank you.
Yes.
Very much. So if you don't mind doing this a wonderful flavor, and just go out and send out invites so we can make sure the show gets a lot of views so we can reach the widest part of audience in the Instagram world as much as we can. Because we are nothing without you. That's right. So we do apologize for the little wobble that they having downstairs. Next time, hey, you know what? We need to start playing some music on here or something. Get the vibe right. But we don't own the rights to any of the music that we play. Because we know Instagram be all funny about those things. So this was our first week with Miami-Dade County. So obviously we were on the news for the first 3 days.
Miami. Gotta love Miami.
No, but Brown had issues.
No, but not the way Miami had it. Literally a 16-year-old. Okay? A 16-year-old hacked into the system.
Listen.
Okay?
What I will say is that teenager.
His future is bright. That's all I can say.
Exactly. You know, that means our education system, as far as STEM is concerned, and magnet programs or whatnot, those programs have benefited that young man because he was able to hack Miami School Online and take us down for 2 days. Because the first day, you know, I'm a true Haitian. It's like going to the airport, right? So you got to wake up like 10 o'clock the night before to get ready to leave at 10 o'clock the next morning. You got to be 12 hours ready to get on that flight. You stand at the hotel, at the airport, sorry. So we woke up real early. We got in, we logged into the class, and we just sitting there waiting
And waiting.
and waiting
And waiting.
and waiting.
And
We
they
never saw
got-
the teacher. We never saw the teacher. So we got in. We kind of learned the system. Because what I did is I got my daughter ready to memorize her login. So she knows her username. She knows her password. She logs into the computer, and then she logs into her account. She knows where to go. I think when mom had to do her shift, our daughter was teaching her where to go, what to do.
She was.
Yeah. So that worked out great. Hey, Jazz, we appreciate you for coming. And Melanie and Goddess, we see you. And so for us, it was pretty easy. We did the smart thing by logging in early. But most of the issues were at the school site. It wasn't too much at home for us. So I feel like it was pretty easy on our end. What up, Sid? It was pretty, yeah, so it was pretty easy on our end. We always logged in. We had no problem getting to the class, except when everybody overloaded the system. Then we were like refreshing for like 2-3 hours. The school, I had called the school that first Monday, and they was like, we ain't got no internet, so ain't no teachers coming out.
Yeah, I heard you guys had it rough, man. You guys, Dade County had it real rough.
That's terrible. Well,
Yeah.
I kind of was affected too because I work in the school system.
Yeah.
So, but I don't even want to say what I want to say because I work for. Never mind.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah.
Tuesday
Yeah.
was decent for us.
I was gonna say, y'all definitely need some drinks after that. Crazy debacle with the, like Rachel was saying, with the teenage boy and all everything he did and just hacking the whole system. Y'all definitely are ready.
But here's
for
my
your
thing:
Friday.
did he really do it?
But
I'm not getting into conspiracy theories here.
it wasn't on him because they said
It wasn't on him.
they still had some other cyber it still was ongoing cyber attacks. They identified him for being a culprit for some of them, but not for the whole entire system. So yeah, he was not alone. He couldn't have been alone.
Well,
No.
I mean,
But-
Comcast was an issue too.
Yeah.
Comcast went down.
And it's true, Comcast was having issues because our internet was acting up this week.
Yeah, but we resolved that. That wasn't like we didn't do it down. It was our modem was acting up. Well, one of the computers wasn't connected, but
I had a friend of mine. I think a lot of people probably internet just has been probably a little bit delayed because again, there's more people online,
Exactly.
more people using the web than expected. So hopefully they troubleshoot all that stuff, and I hope that Dade County you guys have a better week in terms of all the students and the teachers and the people who work in the schools as well. And all the staff, all the staff.
That's been talks. They're trying to bring y'all kids in earlier.
okay. So Becky said, y'all missing the game, or this is what Jid is looking at on her phone. LOL.
You know it.
Jid.
Now they probably got the game playing in the background on mute.
No, we actually listening to some music in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kimi not paying attention to the game?
No,
But then that's gonna be a distraction.
That's gonna be a big distraction for me. A big distraction. And you know what? Funny thing
That is Becky.
You gonna see the background? By the way.
Becky, you gonna catch up after you gonna catch the highlights.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining everyone.
Welcome.
And Convo.
Mm.
Everyday conversations with extraordinary drinks.
Everyday conversations with extraordinary.
Got it right. Topic for tonight is
Yay.
that grass ain't greener on the other side.
Green.
Because we don't own the rights to the song. That grass ain't greener on the
Other
other
side.
No, it ain't.
So for y'all, if y'all ain't get it, the topic for today is that grass ain't greener on the other side.
On the other side.
Yes.
We're gonna pin it.
Or is it? Is that grass? You know, I think the basic.
Some people might say yes. Some people might say yes.
Mm-hmm. I
You
know
know?
the basis for our conversation today is, last week we talked about, I guess we looked at the guy's version of, do you guys remember the topic for last week?
You don't remember anything.
I'm trying to get to my ladies to see if you guys remember anything.
Supporting your significant other,
Supporting
holding us down.
Supporting, yes, but I don't think that was the specific topic, but I think it was something about cheaper to keeper. Cheaper to keeper. That was the topic.
Woo! Those brain cells work.
Yeah, listen, I got it before both of y'all.
And that's the
I'm waiting for
T.
both of y'all.
That's the T.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
Is
the teamwork. That's the teamwork. That's the team.
Yeah. So, because last week we looked at the male's version of, the mindset of is it cheaper to keep her, we definitely wanted to dive into the female or the woman's version of looking at is the grass greener, and basically, from what that is saying is basically a lot of times women may kind of compare their relationship to another person's relationship. Sometimes they're, kind of looking at their friend's relationship, looking at.
Why you won't post me on the gram? He always posting on the gram. Why I'm your little secret? Why you won't post me on Facebook? But you post me on everything else. But why you got 3 Instagram pages?
Listen.
Wow. Ooh, Jill, you spilling the tea for real. Ooh.
What's tea? That's tea.
And I know that a lot of women, and sometimes men as well, but a lot of women sometimes have these thoughts jump in their mind. These things that make
Grass is
down
fake.
or
The grass, somebody said the grass is fake.
the grass is fake. Oh man,
And we talked
Oh,
about
wait. Hold on. Hey, wasn't there a Haitian compa song? I think it was by 509. It was called Fake. Look it up.
Coffee?
Yeah. You said fake.
But if that grass is fake, I guess the first question of the night is basically, have you ever been in a situation where you kind of felt like, man, you were comparing your relationship to a friend of your relationship, a family member, somebody on social media, whoever it is. Have you ever felt like that, like you were comparing your relationship
I'm just
to
reading the
anybody else?
comment. Someone said it's AstroTurf.
AstroTurf.
And then
Dang, that's rough.
she said, remember Dick and Jane Grass before the money heist? That's how it looks.
Ooh.
Oh, and you know what? That actually was a good movie. The Dick and Jane Heist actually was a good movie. I enjoy a lot of Jim Carrey movies.
Oh, somebody says I never compare.
She said, I said the wrong topic. It was cheaper to keep her.
Hey, come on now,
Yeah.
baby.
You know, that's
Come
why
on
we
now.
need y'all. We
Listen.
need
No,
y'all.
yeah. So Time to Live said I never compare, I take ideas.
Yes. Because when you start comparing, you get lost, you get trapped, and then of course it's gonna make your relationship, like you're gonna find every little thing to destroy your
That's
relationship.
wrong with the person.
Yeah.
So let's set the foundation, right? And we talk about, have we ever felt like this? What do you guys feel brings a person to begin to compare their relationship to somebody else, or to feel like, man, is the grass really greener on the other side? What brings them to that point in that situation?
Well, go ahead, Rich.
Well, nowadays, obviously we have Instagram, we got Facebook. People, taking pictures, videos of their, they vlogging their relationships. So, everybody sees the positive side or the pretty pictures, the anniversaries. This is what he did, flowers, birthdays, and vacations and all that. So when they look at their man, they're like, why you ain't doing that for me? Like, how come you didn't take me to this restaurant? Or how come you're not doing this? Or how come I don't have a new car or whatever,
Right.
So they start comparing and they start expecting that person to act or to it's like this idea to become this idea in their head.
That expectation of what they feel like their relationship should be
Right.
about, based on what they see other people's relationships are doing. So they're comparing their expectations based on other people's situations.
Right. And it's not necessarily bad to kind of compare, but then I feel like it's bad when you're downplaying yourself or you're downplaying your relationship. It just shows, okay, you're insecure. Yeah, a lot of you are saying insecurities.
Yeah.
It releases that
Liv, what's going on?
jealousy.
That jealousy, yeah.
Yeah, being
Time to
envious.
live. Time to live. What is going on? You be rolling your eyes
But
when
she,
he walk in the room like this nigga better not touch me. Whoa.
oh, so she bringing out the situation. So she like, listen, something happened, and when I'm feeling like that, I don't even want him to touch me because
Yeah.
I'm on it,
Mm,
and he not on point.
At all.
So my thing for most women and men too, but I want to specifically speak to the women. If you feel like you've been in that situation, do you feel like the insecurity is coming from you guys and your expectations or something that's not living up, or from him? Do you think it's him that's making the grass not greener, or you that's making the grass not greener?
Hmm.
You know,
it
because
could
go ahead.
it could be both people. I mean, because the thing is, if he doesn't know the things that you're expecting, or if you're not communicating with him, if you're not telling him what you would want, I like it when you take me out more. I like it when you do this with me. If you're not telling him these things and you're expecting him to already know or to read your mind, of
Mhm.
course he's gonna get it wrong. Of course you're gonna look at him sideways like, why
Yeah.
he ain't doing this if he don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will quote the words of the late and beloved Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle.
You gotta learn your wife and expect what she want, my G. That ain't no excuse.
Gotta study her.
You gotta study her.
Social media is a
But
whole
so,
facade.
and you're right. I think the social media does put a big facade
Yeah.
in terms of like, man, a lot of things what they're doing. Again, we're looking at the face value of
Yeah,
it.
you're
Even
looking
though,
at a snapshot in 10 seconds or
Yeah.
maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But you don't know
Mm-hmm.
what's really going on behind those closed doors.
you really don't.
You don't know that
Hook, hook,
I'm just kidding.
throwing them jabs, them hooks.
Them jabs and hook, but you had it on a global makeup.
Yeah.
Mm.
And,
I
and,
have the better to see you with, my
A
dear.
global makeup. Your makeup always on point, but you don't know when you take that makeup off what's
You
going
don't know
on.
what's underneath this lace front.
so check this out, right?
Mm.
So check this out. If earlier, Ray, you said that it may come from both sides, but if, for example, if she's not really expressing her expectation, her needs or wants in a very detailed manner for him to understand,
Yeah.
then a lot of that insecurities, I believe, may be coming from her. Because she's the one that's viewing all these things. She's the one that's looking at it.
But hold on now. Men could be
But
that.
like I said, go ahead. Like
Yeah.
yeah, she may be feeling that way, but he also needs to be attentive to her, feelings and like, hey, maybe I'm noticing that, you're not.
Man,
Men,
hey,
y'all could be like that too.
man, listen.
Oh, how come you don't work out? You don't do this like such and such. She stays.
Wait.
Uh,
Don't be trying to flip the script on us.
Mm.
No, but
We-
you guys do
but,
compare.
Yeah, I think there's some guys that do compare, that hey,
Oh, she bounced
no,
back
no,
after her
this
pregnancy.
is not about y'all asking us if we look at the grass being green on the other side.
but I think you guys do sometimes in certain
well,
ways.
so hold on. Answer the question first, and then we can jump on that side. So the
I
thing
answer,
about it,
I answer the question.
So,
But you-
so the real question. Go ahead. So the question is, let's use facts, right? Or what would make you look at the other side to appear to be greener than where you at?
so we mentioned
For
insecurity.
example, right? My wife loves Morris Chestnut.
Mhm.
That's
Ooh,
her. That's,
hey,
Ooh,
you see that twist? Woo! She
And
loves her some Morris Chestnut,
which one is?
right? So Morris Chestnut had this creamy, deep voice,
Ooh,
right? So one day, I was just playing with her, and I like to mimic people. I kind of like pick up characteristics from other people. So I try to replicate his voice. Man, let me tell you,
It's epic fail.
no,
Okay.
epic win,
epic win. It was a
epic
win.
win.
Oh, she was turned on by it.
I had to put my Morris Chestnut game down. I'm like, damn, if I gotta win, I gotta win.
so you gotta talk.
So
We see y'all, man.
Sid, take notes. Okay? Take notes, Sid. Take notes.
But the thing about it, like you said, she expressed herself. But I think it's really hard for anybody. I think you got to know the limits of your relationship. You got to understand your uniqueness. I think every relationship has their wins, their things that they're great at, and
Yeah.
the things that they're still getting better at.
Yeah.
So,
Because trust me, we're not perfect.
yeah. And another couple, whatever couple that you may have looked at, you don't know what they did to get to that position or that place. You don't know what they've gone through. And you, not to say your relationship may not get to that, but again,
it takes work.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all ladies, have you guys ever been, and I'm gonna ask everybody else, I'm not sure if people answered it. Have you guys ever looked at the other side and we'll say past relationships and be like, man, you know what? I want to be like this relationship, or I just kind of been studying so and so's relationship, and I just can't believe my relationship is not like that.
Well, I never been one to compare because I believe, as a Christian woman, I believe everything is in its season, right? However, I have looked and been like, oh, they,
like you said earlier, well, they doing so and so.
They
why
I'm stuck stagnant in this relationship?
Doing
why
nothing.
I'm not growing in this relationship? I think it's on. Even though moving on is hard, however, if you express your needs, you express your wants in that relationship, and it doesn't, happen. And guess what? Before you walk away, try the other grass, try the other side, try the other side.
Just tiptoe on it right quick.
Tiptoe, but this is pre-marriage. Pre-marriage.
Pre-marriage. Okay. So.
Oh man, I'm
you just said you was a Christian woman. You said I'm a Christian woman, but I'm a tiptoe.
I'm born again and I'm saved. Those.
He said I'm born again and I'm saved.
Yeah, those were the days where I was just, hey, the grass ain't green on this side, but let me see what's going on the other side.
So Jig, since you did share that, now, what did you learn from those transitions from one relationship to the other? Like, what facets that you realized, okay, this was good here, but this wasn't good there, and ultimately, what did you learn?
Yeah, so it wasn't greener. Was it really greener?
I learned that it wasn't greener because what you may find on this side, they're still lacking on this side. So
sometimes you just realize they just are horrible.
Yeah. Men are just complicated.
They're just horrible.
They thought it was a bus, man.
No, but it's true.
How we get horrible and y'all just complicated? I don't know.
No, but no.
You guys are the paradox.
No, but it's like you have to master the horrid relationships. You understand? Once you master the horrid relationships, you now know what it is that you're just not going to stand for. You know? What I'm not going to tolerate, because this side of the grass was a mess. This side of the grass is murky. It got mud and swamp. It's ice cold.
But Jen, at least you identify what you're not going to tolerate, because some people jump from one relationship to another, not realizing what it is that they're not going to tolerate. They're not going to take the BS, and they just keep repeating the same mistakes, looking at the same type of guys over and over and never learning.
And this is what I mastered. I told myself, okay, maybe because I'm jumping out of a long-term relationship, the next one you take your time, baby steps, right? So because I already know what I'm going through or what I've been through, it's not going to be a serious relationship this time around. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to see what it is that I want, what I need, what I can go for, what I won't stand for, and it won't be serious until I realize, okay, this is it.
And I think I was kind of like that, especially I know when we started dating, like I wasn't trying to be in a relationship. I was like, we're just gonna have fun and hang and just enjoy life. Until after a certain amount of time, you were like, okay, we serious. Let's move to the next level, and then
So it's not relationship to relationship without
addressing your needs and wants, without understanding what your love languages are, without understanding if you do have expectations, because some people have highs and lows. Some people are just meet me at the middle.
So I guess it's be a little bit more specific, right? So before I met my wife, the last relationship that I was in, we argued, like we would yell at each other. And that job didn't make any sense to me. Like, why are we yelling at each other? Why we got to the point where we're having a shouting match, right? I get with this little tiny Tim over here, and I can't even heat water. It stay cold as ice. Like, we're so peaceful with one another.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
But I think it's because maybe from my past relationship, I was a yeller too. We was arguing and we was, we
You a
was
fight,
going through.
And you learn from that.
and you learn.
right.
But
So,
I think that's the powerful thing about it is that um, yeah, we all have insecurities. Let's make that like clear. We all have insecurities.
What's the cooking look
And
like?
when you find out when you feel like your grass isn't greener, you have to look at it two ways. What's going on my side that's causing this situation, and what's going on the other side. Once I can identify, like, man, this person brings out so and so, and then something that I'm doing is nurturing that area from not growing as well. Either me enabling that person, continuing the yelling match or whatever it is, and not really like putting my boundaries up, then I get to put myself in a position where I'm like, yo, I got out this relationship and give myself time to breathe and learn what I didn't like from them and what I didn't like from myself and what I'm gonna do better next time.
this is a great transition point because Sydney just expressed that you need time to breathe. So you need to relax. You might need to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit in my lawn and drink a nice, refreshing drink.
There you go.
Woo! Come on, it's Friday, y'all. It's
It's Friday.
Friday.
So let's get to the first cocktail this evening, which was actually inspired by another Instagram person that we follow. Her name is Dorothy Content, right? Dorothy Content. She made this wonderful. It's called a grapefruit pineapple spritzer. It's a good summer drink by itself. You need to add no alcohol to it, but we drink on this show, so
We gonna add
we gonna add some alcohol too.
That's right.
We're gonna go ahead and throw up the recipe. So you guys can go ahead and check it out and make it at home, and so we can keep the show in the room. And just give it some highs. So everyone down below, just comment like, what would you be doing on this wonderful Friday night while you make a refreshing drink?
Yeah. And also comment what is your way of taking a breather? What would you do to take your breather?
Away from you.
Away from your situation.
Oh, never mind.
If you ever went between relationship to another situation, what did you do? Like for example, right?
I know for me, like me and my girls, we went on vacation.
You went on vacation. Vacations are nice. That's how you de-stress. You get away.
You de-stress, hey, let's go to Bahamas for the weekend.
You see that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like that. So,
Tonic water.
we're gonna start making our drinks.
Let me ask you,
So,
did
yo.
you on this mix that you made, that you so graciously prepared for us, man? Did you put tonic water in here?
No, you top it off with tonic water.
All right.
So, if you go to Dorothy's contents Instagram's page, if you see she has a full cooking recipe. I followed the actual spirit, the actual juice part, and I made the our premix, which is the grape. You take fresh grapefruits, pineapples, dice them up, throw it in a pan, get it up to a quick boil, mash down the pineapples just to release the juices. So it all mix well. You also add a little bit of brown sugar, and you also boiling it with fresh rosemary. Now, if you want to go through all that, it's real simple. Just get 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 2 ounces of grapefruit juice, 1.5 ounces of vodka, put it in the glass, and top it off with tonic water, and you're basically good to go the same way. So, what you want to do first, because we're going to mix everything in the glass itself, is we're going to load up our glasses with ice. And in that process, I want my wonderful wife to go ahead and start cutting out some grapefruit wedges for us to make sure that we have a great garnish for this cocktail. So it looks great. So try to get as much ice in there as you can.
Yeah.
So fill it up so the grass can start chilling and getting nice and cold. Because remember, this is a summer drink, right? You're gonna be outside in your grass, making sure you ain't focusing on nobody else's grass because you just chilling and relaxing,
Figure out how you
having
can
a good old
figure out how
time.
to make your own grass nice and green, right?
That's right. Oh, that looks beautiful for the wet. So, just make sure you're gonna start off with your spirit first. So you're gonna put 1.5 ounce
Vodka.
of vodka. I feel like I'm leaking water somewhere, and I don't know why.
One and a
And,
half.
and oh, I dropped ice. Oh, thank you, Susie. So we're gonna try to work on some cool collaborations in the future, some more for you guys, just to get the show on and popping.
So Rachel, you mentioned you go on vacations. Is that like a girls trip?
That's what happened when on my last breakup. We went on vacation.
Girls. Girls only.
Girls only. Yes.
Mm. Yeah, and now mind you, we were dating, and I think I contributed to some of those trips. I think I was.
That was after.
I was
That
after.
no, that was not. You did not contribute to no breakup.
Oh, let me put my.
Did not
Let
Telling
me
contribute to
put
on
no
my brace
breakup
up.
vacation.
He didn't even know he was contributing to your healing process.
No.
and how much grapefruit?
While we were dating, yes.
So, E, how much grapefruit?
Just make sure to split them up in equal parts.
So you're putting in the shaker or the actual glass?
Actual glass. You're mixing everything in the glass.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to do all that. So once you mix it together, you should have this kind of look here. All right. Excuse me, sweetie. I'm sorry. So I told you to cut up some pineapples for me. Let me get this closer. All right. This because the summer's officially ending this weekend because Labor Day is Monday. No,
The
the
summer
summer's
don't
over.
the summer don't end in Miami.
Listen,
And so, E,
right now.
It's hot. Ain't cooling down for us.
It sure is hot.
hey, E with the vodka. Did you put vodka already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Splash tonic.
And then just make sure you go ahead and garnish it. So you got a little bit of love. These garnishes are kind of huge. Let me break that down a little bit. There you go. A little bit of that.
So our grapefruit pineapple spritzer.
Yep. Like I'm not much of a spritzer fan. So
Oh, that is good.
a little bit thinner.
Ready to drink. Rum. Dark. And there.
Oh.
Voila.
Voila. Let me see y'all voila.
Voila.
Oh, hey.
All
Yes.
right. Voila.
Oh man, how was it?
I haven't tasted it
You
yet.
haven't tasted it?
No.
Shit.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Mmm.
I can
I
taste
like
it.
Yeah. And, yeah, I
the
definitely got.
flavors are really, really good. Tropical.
Did you want any of these pineapples, babe? That's in here?
I have it later.
You have it there? Yeah, I grab one right now.
So that means if I wanted extra, I could just dump some vodka right in here. Directly.
Yeah.
Directly, yeah.
In honor of my brother-in-law, Ashley. Because that's what he would do.
Oh goodness. All right. So the grass is still green on the other side, or nah?
No, but what we were talking about is like, what are some ways that for them to kind of breathe, right? We talked about drinking, and they were saying
But
that.
do you really breathe when you're drinking?
Well,
No, not you breathe.
not you, Bree. No, but you guys were mentioning that you guys may go on a girls trip. You know.
And we might have a vent session. We might have a table talk with the girls.
Do you think those?
I mean, who's gonna be more honest with you than your girls, right? I told you he was this and that and this and that. It might be a bash session.
It sometimes it does turn into a bash session because they probably was quiet. That you know what, I don't want to say nothing, but they broke up. I'm gonna tell you everything how I felt.
Everything, yeah. But what also can happen is when you're drinking and you're on vacation, is some drunk texts. They'll be the worst texts.
Oh,
That's
you.
you don't want. I haven't dealt that. I didn't do no drunk tests.
Those are the worst. So yeah, you know,
Mm.
what else can happen?
Well,
The,
is there any other way that you guys I guess exhale, waiting to exhale?
I told you, you have a session with your girls, you go on a trip, go on a vacation.
But it's usually like
You
that.
might
You
start
always
responding to DMs at that point. Let's see what he's talking about.
I don't know. What about everybody else out there? What are some of the ways that you exhale in between relationships? I know some people may also go on like solo trips as well, or some people may do something like as simple as going to the beach and just kind of like reevaluating things and may stay there for like a couple of hours.
What did I do? I did a lot.
What about writing?
I mean, outside of of course, obviously, depending on the relationship, girls, if you're gonna have your little cry session, you sitting up in my room.
I can't stop thinking. That's not a good song.
Wow.
That's not a good song.
Oh.
You're thinking about him.
Well, sometimes you gotta think about.
But sometimes you gotta go through all those emotions.
You go pay.
Yes.
Monica, you should have known better. You should have known better.
Hold up, pause. Forget all that. So, Mr. Henry Desis says, in order for him to get over whatever he get over, he supports single mothers in their industry of dancing.
He go to the strip club.
Sometimes it's not single mothers that are strippers. Sometimes
it's not even single mothers.
But what he's saying, that's the way he accepts.
He said he supports.
Yeah, that's
that's how he excels.
He goes and he supports. He makes sure he's instead of supporting the
You
one
know
he was with, he gonna go support some other people.
Yeah, he supports female entrepreneurs who are transitioning to their college career and have to take.
When the girls get naked, 1, 2, break them. P Valley. Never mind. Y'all haven't watched it yet? P Valley.
Watch what?
The what's that show she read?
That's where he's going. He's going to P Valley.
P Valley.
Oh.
It's about strippers.
Yeah, well, you know what? We already watched the show about
Remember that show that we showed you guys?
Yeah, but I'm talking about something way better than that one.
Oh,
well, that's because they actually have a storyline.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing, like you guys were mentioning, even with the songs, right? There's a moment where you might think about the person, think about the relationship, think about the things that you miss.
Yeah.
Think about like the things that you may be gaining.
Ooh, another way to get over somebody.
It's a grief process. Shopping.
Oh, can't go wrong with shopping.
You gotta be careful with that.
Never mind. I'm giving bad advice.
Well, retail shopping can be therapeutic. You just gotta make sure you don't go over budget.
Are we burning anything? Are we actually having a waiting to exhale moment? Burning stuff?
I think exercising is I think
burning stuff.
Oh, so we're burning calories.
Yeah, you might be burning calories instead of burning clothes.
Y'all not having a left eye moment?
Or Angela Bassett and waiting to exhale? Burn it down. Burn it down.
Man.
We're not doing that?
Well, listen, you can do whatever you want. I think as long as you are
It doesn't harm people.
processed. Huh?
It doesn't harm people.
As long as it doesn't harm people.
Yes. I think those are some terrible ways to get
Oh,
over.
okay. So we're not burning cars. We're not gonna pull a Sydney.
We're not slashing tires.
Not slashing tires.
Sydney she threw a whole fire in that man's car.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you talking about that lady and then
Her name was Sydney.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I'm scared of this little person. Man,
Why are you scared of me?
somebody keyed her car and she ran to their house and tried to kick down their front door. The person ran and hid under the bed.
And it was a drive-through. I made that drive. It was probably a 30-minute drive, a 40-minute drive. I probably made that in like 20 minutes. Top speed, I-95.
You was that upset?
I was that upset.
Mm.
I'm a
You know?
Leo.
That's right.
Oh,
And we,
Lord, here we go again.
so here's the thing, right?
Leo season is over.
It's never over.
It's a hot old Virgo season now.
Let's begin.
And when you look at it, right, I think deep down, out of all of it, I think you can, when you're exhaling, you can definitely look at those relationships and say, man, you know what? The only reason I even thought about going to the other side is because the things that I felt like I was missing.
Right.
So now, if you can identify what you were missing, you can definitely see what you want more of.
And that's what I was trying to say. Even when I've gone to the other side, when you get to the other side, sometimes it's still not complete because you haven't really resolved the issues. You haven't really, dig down deep to see what it is that you truly want.
Well, not even that. You didn't dig down deep to see how you contributed to that grass being, like some people were saying, astroturf and fake grass. Y'all heard about some fake grass and faking the funk. That's some people, again, it happens sometimes. Some people may fake the funk in IG and in the real world when they know that their relationships is going through something serious.
There's a lot of fakery on the
But
internet.
they're putting astroturf, they're putting fake grass.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping the issue real and saying, bruh, like there's nothing but dirt under here, bruh.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing growing right now. We ain't talking to each other, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that.
So hold off on the comparisons.
Yeah. But I like what someone said, they don't compare. They
take notes.
They take
Or
notes.
something. Yeah, I think they said they take notes.
Gains ideas from other relationships.
Ideas, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think as long as you take the ideas and you implement them in your relationship, in your situation.
You have to make it your own. You know, because it may work for them, but it may not work in your relationship, or
I agree.
Because it goes back to what we were saying. You might be comparing to be like somebody else's relationship, and it's a hot mess.
Well, hold on.
Closed doors.
I'm gonna throw in some examples for you guys.
Uh-oh.
You mentioned it earlier. One of the examples, a lot of people or a lot of women might say, listen, so-and-so's dude stay posting them on social media. Why don't you post me more?
So-and-so dude might be doing some other stuff on the side, and he's compensating. Am I digging too deep? Am I reaching?
Well.
You may.
So the question is,
Is it really that serious to be posting like your relationship all the time on social media?
I don't think
Is it really that serious? I mean, nowadays that's the time because
it's like you said, you gotta know your person and know your relationship.
Right.
Everything don't fit. So whatever might make somebody else happy, it might be making both of them happy.
Right.
And if you try to put something that's just making you happy and not the other person happy, what's happening is you're not being in sync. And you want to try as much to be in sync. So you said it earlier, Rach. I think that you gotta really get to know, like you gotta make it your own. Whatever it is,
so
you gotta take the idea and make it your own.
Okay, but what
if that person wants to be posted?
What if that person wants to be
And
posted?
you still refuse to post that person?
Man, I'll let you take that one.
So let me ask an odd enough question, right? I'll be devil's advocate for a moment. Say you look at the other side, right, of the fence that's greener. Now, if you're looking at another relationship, would you look at the other woman and see characteristics that she is doing for her significant other, right?
Go ahead, spin that bottle on his head. Put that bottle on his head.
And do you feel like certain characteristics that she may be doing for her significant other, which is not part of your character, but you see the benefit in it?
Hey, he's going there.
Would you replicate what she's doing in your relationship just to take it to a direction that you may desire in your own relationship?
Hey, I want everybody to answer that question. everybody on the live right now. You heard what he said.
Are you willing to be like her?
No, well, not necessarily be like her, but are
Not
you
be like
are you since taking ideas of what she may be doing to cause some greenery? Again, we don't know if it's astroturf.
We don't know what.
We don't know if it's fake grass, but we looking at, okay, well, what is she doing?
So are you willing to really take some of her ideas and implement it in your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her specific ideas.
But
not
then,
just, go ahead.
but then, Sid, but that means you have to.
Go ahead.
That means you have to admit that you're not doing what you need to do, because usually when other females are looking at the other grass, they're looking at what that person's
is receiving.
boyfriend or husband, whatever, whoever the guy is doing for the girl. So
Yeah.
in her relationship, she's like, my man needs to do those things that he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily thinking that maybe I need to step up my game. She's looking at he's the one that needs to step it up and act a certain way, because my girlfriend posted her man taking her out doing X, Y, and Z, because but he needs to do those same things too. She's not thinking about herself.
So what you're saying, Rach, is that a good thing or a bad thing? How
That's
are you?
a bad thing.
It's a bad thing?
Yeah, I think it's a bad thing.
Okay. Man, so what?
Because you're not taking any responsibility for the way your relationship is going, because you're putting all the blame on him as if he's the one that needs to fix himself.
Yeah.
So it goes back to my question.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the other relationship and you seeing that it's him that's the problem, and you like what the other guy is doing in the other relationship, why isn't that you sit there and say, you know what? What if I stepped up my game? Even if you feel like your game is at 100,
Yeah.
right? Why don't I give that extra 10%?
Mm-hmm.
And
What
right?
if you already feel like you're giving 1,000?
But Rachel said it's because a lot of times they don't want to admit that
Their flaws.
their flaws.
They're not. Yeah, you're not admitting, because if you're comparing, you're not going to compare yourself. You're going to compare, the other person to the other relationship.
Yeah. So there goes the question. How do you get past that situation where you stop blaming everybody else? And again, I will say there is certain situations where it may just be your partner. It may be them, and you're putting 110%. But I think if you,
I like what Jasmine.
Yeah. What did she say?
Yeah, go ahead, read it, Jid.
She said, I think if you check in with your partner on a regular basis, they can show or tell you what is lacking or what they need more of in a relationship.
That's true. Because I know.
Because if you're
Because
checking in, you're having regular conversations.
But then, do you guys ever have that regular conversation when you say, hey, again, back to what he said, so-and-so's relationship, like, will you be like that transparent and say, hey, there's something about so-and-so I like, and look at it again both ways.
Yeah.
Don't look at, hey, look what this guy is doing, but I noticed that so-and-so does certain things. Would you like me to do those things as well? Whatever that is, would you be okay with me jumping on your back, licking your face, doing whatever? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just going to step out there.
You ain't gonna be doing that. Coronavirus.
Right? I was about to say, don't put me in the hospital now.
Yeah. So yeah. What do you guys think?
Gene Rach? That's the question.
I mean, what you think, Jid? Because I said my piece.
Your piece ain't finished yet. You better keep it going. Your piece, you just started.
I just started.
I'm okay with having that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with having that conversation. I'm okay with trying to, try new things.
Mhm.
Like, for example, I'm cycling now. Because I realized that my significant other, that's how he likes to, release himself, and that's his hobby. And to enjoy something that he likes, I've taken on that hobby also.
Yeah. I'll say that you're doing a great job.
Transitioning.
Yeah. Even though today she told me we gotta chill out on all the cycling gear.
See, and that's communication. I'm
That's
like, babe,
communication.
you know, you the frugal one and the cheapy Mickey Mouse one, but yeah, you want to spend all this money on
No, I spent.
your
No,
stuff.
I spent. No, that's not my
But
stuff.
Wait.
It's
Jid,
our stuff. Because, hey,
you have to realize, my husband have expensive hobbies.
Mhm.
You know, so when it comes to his hobbies, he's gonna invest in the best things when it comes to his hobbies. So that's something you just gotta eat it.
I am frugal, and a lot of people know me for that. But when it comes to like,
He's frugal too in a lot of areas. He's gonna find a way to, not pay retail. He always says, I don't want to pay retail. But when it comes to certain things, some hobbies, you just
Yeah, you
gotta
can't avoid
you
it.
can't avoid it. You just gotta put up the bread for it.
Cause I'm like, well, how many biking, cycling outfits do I need? I'm good with 2 or 3.
come on now.
I can switch it up. There's only 7 days in a week.
Well, that's you.
I ride 4 days. I don't need 7 outfits.
Listen, you know the thing about it?
He said that's Jid.
But Jid, you're missing the point.
Yeah.
It's how it fit.
It's how it fit. And look, E, you see how she said frugal, right? Today, I basically was revamping some stuff with the cycling stuff. I didn't spend any money on my bike.
It was on mine.
It was all on her bike.
And I told him he could have saved his money, but
I got her bike tuned up. I got a new tape on her stuff. You know, I got some other stuff little added to her stuff. And I got a little used item for myself that was real cheap. A real used item. But I could make sure she got.
But I made sure
Yeah.
I communicated today.
Of course.
Just
Yeah.
hold out.
But you know the thing about it is that when you are, like he said, when you're excited about something, it makes you want to do it more. So sometimes when you do have that new fit and that new gear, you're like, yo, I want to put it on, I want to ride.
Yeah.
You know, so as long as they're balanced, but I will agree that you have taken that ownership and being able to communicate and say, you know what, not only will I communicate, I'll put my money where my mouth is and I'll actually jump on this bike with you.
Right.
So as we are going on through this conversation, right, and we're showing how a partnership can allow you a constant communication with your partnership with your significant other can better build a stronger bond, right? Where you can have those uncomfortable conversations, right? So this kind of leads into our next drink, which is a shot, right?
Hey,
So
you on with that? You on the point with the transitions, my brother.
right. So when you have those deeper conversations and you start expressing certain things, like one time Jid and Sid shared with us that someone had a growth, a mass, and at which point they had to pop it, but the oozing nature of it wasn't quite pleasant. Right? So you talking about popping pimples? That's how deep of a connection that you have for your spouse.
Yeah, that's that transparency right there. Not hiding in the bathroom and like, oh, I gotta do everything secretive. Nah.
Right. So and I love women love to make sure their beauty is well taken care of and making sure that there are no growing orifices on their body and they pop pimples. So pimples are a thing for women, right? Right?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it depends, and sometimes, if it may be TMI for some people. Like if you're gonna get your period or whatever, your PMSing, you get those little pimples and stuff like, oh my God, I'm breaking out.
So on that,
is that the name of our next drink?
Pimple pop.
yes. Pimple Popper. So I don't know if you guys know about the show Dr. Pimple Popper.
I like that show.
So I was just scrolling through Instagram and literally I found Tipsy Bartender made a Dr. Pimple Popper shot.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dr. Pimple Popper
So we
shot.
gotta make that shot tonight.
Hey, I'm ready.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna make tonight, y'all.
I'm ready to get transparent.
Thank you for joining everyone, and
Oh,
Pat,
yes,
you
yes.
joined just in time for the shots.
Come on now.
So what we need?
You got it up?
All right.
Let me know what we need.
So you're going to need peach schnapps. You're going to need coconut rum, mango rum as your spirit base. Because the other two portions, we're going to add in the blue curacao as well as the white chocolate cream liqueur, just cream liqueur in general. You're going to add in afterwards. All right. So for this shot, you're going to want to have a slightly tall shot glass. to make sure you can get the look. Can you
Oh,
use that?
we're definitely not using the shaker, right?
No, we're not using a shaker. We're gonna build everything in the glass itself. So your actual drink is gonna be a total of 3 ounces of alcohol. So it's a big shot.
Wow. Okay.
You think this shot glass is big enough, man?
You trying to get me lit today?
Hey, you already know what time is it, man.
It's cocktails and combos. We're trying to teach the audience great, fun, wonderful drinks that they can do at home. Yes, it's worth the investment, and it's creating great memories between you, significant other, friends, everybody you invite to the show.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining.
Are we layering? Because you know we suck at layering.
Speak for
There's a
yourself.
little bit.
Asking
It's
you
not.
how to layer.
It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. So what I
Son.
did is what I did is I pre-mixed my mango, my rum, and my schnapps. So I just pre-mixed those because I didn't want to go through all that process.
Oh.
Yeah, just make it easy. So kind of fill up your glass about halfway, your shot glass about halfway with your mango rum, coconut rum, and schnapps.
Okay, so half mango, half
Yeah,
rum.
open.
You got a few snaps.
The
Half
recipe is on
mango.
the screen, my brother.
No. No. 1 ounce rum, 1 ounce coconut, and 1 ounce peach rum.
Yeah, so that would be about 3 ounces in total. So if I'm right, yeah, my IE is good. All right, once you're done getting all that mixed up,
No.
let me know what's the next thing you want to do. So everyone that's joining the show right now, tonight's topic is about the grass ain't greener on the other side, or is it? And the concept behind this week's episode was because last week we shared about how us men need to be more loving, stepping up our game, making sure our wives are getting as much attention so she don't worry about our great grass and worry about the green grass
Hey,
across. Wait, yeah.
quick question. You said you mix your mango rum and peach schnapps, right?
No. Mango
Yeah.
and coconut.
I mix all the rums together. Like I mix the rums and the schnapps together.
Yeah.
So that way I don't have to worry about
Yeah.
doing all the ounces.
And the coconut.
All right. Oh Lord, y'all gonna get it lit. Yes, that drink does sound good. It smells tasty as ever. But you know,
Yes.
I can't.
It smells so good.
but that mango rum is hard to find. Ooh, I have to use mango vodka, so might be a little bit more kickier than I want it to be.
So now what am
All
I
right,
doing?
so
The blue.
you're gonna add a small bit of blue curacao to your glass so it sits at the bottom. Because the syrup is heavier, it'll automatically layer itself. So we're just gonna make sure it drips to the bottom, creating a nice little layer. All right, let's see. Did I get it? Did I get it? All right.
Sorta, kinda.
Sort of kind of see.
Hey, babe, you're doing a great job. You are doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Oh,
Let's see.
I think I found my
Oh, I put too much.
sister.
Out of the glass, make sure juice is all in the glass. There you go.
This one looks better.
You know better? We'll show that one.
Hey Rob, Rachel, thank you for joining the show. Papoose for joining the show.
And
We're
Sheila,
trying to
thank you for joining.
The phone so
and
far.
we're currently making our Dr. Pimple Popper shot. All right, so that's good. Just add a little bit more. So when you're putting in your blue curacao, make sure it's going along the side of the glass, so it doesn't mix it all the way down. It might look blue from the top, but at the bottom it'll be a good simple layer.
Okay, so
So Rachel's gonna show that to you guys. If you guys can see, clear on top, blue on bottom. Woo!
my layering skills is getting better.
Right.
Look at the bartender's on.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, that's because
Eddie didn't do a good job.
I didn't do a good job.
I did
So
terrible. Mine,
it's all right.
yeah, but
So
it's
the
supposed
next
to be
thing,
blue at the bottom.
yeah, it's gonna be at the bottom. It's okay. So the next thing you guys are gonna need is a syringe. So you're gonna need this to create the little droplet effect of pimple pus.
No, I don't have any syringes.
You have a medicine dropper,
We do.
Jid? Jid, a medicine dropper will work.
Nothing. Okay, so take a bar spoon.
It's been a while since I had to. Oh, let me like my mom said, "Party on here, party on."
So okay, the easiest way to do it is just take a bar spoon and then take a drop at a time. Thank you for joining Cocktails and Convos, everyone, where we have everyday conversations with extraordinary drinks. We're back on the live for part 2 of Is the Grass Greener on the Other Side? Thank you for joining us, Miss Stephanie. We appreciate you.
Yes, IG
You know, we have
IG
limitations.
kicked us off. We didn't even see the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, we're deep into building our cocktail, our next drink. Hello. And this current drink is
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Dr. Pimple Popper. Is the grass. So, sweetie, can you give us a recap of why the grass is greener on the other side?
Why the grass is greener?
Yep.
Well, people think the grass is green on the other side of other people's relationships. You know, they see, the glitzy glam of other people's relationships, so they want to say that, compare their current relationship, to other people's.
That's right. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey.
We're back.
Yes, IG kicked us off.
We found this.
Bam.
Good.
So, just for everybody who's catching up, this is our cocktail for the evening. And so we already mixed our rum and schnapps mix, and we added our blue curacao. And now we're gonna add our cream or our chocolate liqueur, or you can use any cream liqueur, but you need a syringe because we're gonna make it look like a pimple that got popped in your drink.
Science experiment.
Sanitary experiment. All right, let's see what the
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wait.
So where are we putting it?
In the middle.
Just straight down the middle. Just do the little droplets.
Oh man. No, put in the syringe.
Put it in the syringe.
Yeah.
And then after.
And then put it in there and put it on.
So, let's look.
Inside.
Oh.
Hey, listen, we're gonna need a close up of this. Definitely looks like some pus is
Yeah.
squirting out. And it's sitting at the bottom.
As you can see, we're popping pimples up here because you know what? We're not worried about how green the grass is on the other side. We're taking care of our own homes.
Oh, so you guys are dripping it in there. We actually like immersed it in there.
No, we're doing drip.
But it's floating. Look how it's floating.
Yeah.
Yep. So we like to have fun making cocktails tonight in all our shows. So if you check it out, we do apologize for the lighting, but this is what your pimple popper should look like.
Is that cool, guys?
You should try it when you immerse the syringe inside as well. It looks
Immerse
like
it?
yeah, it looks like it's
Okay,
like
so let me do it on yours, babe.
Right,
let me show you guys.
yeah.
It
Let's see.
That it's
This is not good. This, all right, guys.
Whoa. Oh my, that's a big bust.
A big nasty pimple.
That's a big bust. That's that cottage cheese bust she be doing when she be on.
So where's our little stirrer? We'll stir it. Because
Yeah,
everything's at the
mine.
bottom. Everything has at the bottom.
I don't want to show mine.
Okay.
Hey, babe. No, you messed up my drink.
No, sorry.
You messed it up.
You can do a new one.
Gotta do the Gatti FM.
Well, how do you mess it up by stirring it?
I poured too much.
She poured too much. Now it just look like a cloud.
Hey, listen, that's how much
Yeah, it's not.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Salud.
Cheers.
Pimple popper.
Pimple popper.
Ooh.
Ooh. Mm. I don't know if Jit mind me sharing, but I had to be intimate with Jit in that moment and pop one of her pimples.
Eli already shared that.
He did? Yeah, man.
No,
But he didn't get into detail.
I ain't
Sorry.
into detail.
He says orifices, one of but you want to be in detail. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, it was under her armpit, and I needless to say, I was not
Had
ready.
ingrowing hair.
Yeah, so I took the hair out. I'm like, well, when I took the hair out, I might as well just, go ahead and do it and pop a pimple for my baby. The thing that I didn't really
That's love.
realize,
And you weren't expecting.
and I definitely was not expecting, was it was gonna actually have some projectile and was gonna actually shoot at me. So
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I actually should have popped it and looked away, but I was like so
Did it get you on
intense.
your cheek?
It probably got me like in my cheeks and my neck, and I was just like, well, yeah. At the end of the day, it was all for love. So I'm happy that I got to share an intimate moment with you, but I know I won't.
Do it again.
I'll do it a little differently.
Yeah.
I will do it again, but I just do it differently.
Yeah. So, what does that tell you about experiences and life experiences?
Well, that you allow me to become intimate with you on so many different levels, man. So I think same way when we start to think about like, man, how come so and so relationship is this way and my particular relationship is not that way in that particular way, you have to ask yourself, well, what can I do to make this area a little bit better? How can I make it more intimate? And again, if I'm going to take some tips, I got to take some tips for myself as well.
Right.
I can't just take tips from my man. I got to take tips from myself.
And what about you?
Well, no, we on y'all today. We on y'all.
Y'all talking about us today.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about us today.
It shows that majority of the time it may be more women who are really looking at and may have that, again, insecurity or jealous eye. Women are sometimes more jealous. We talked about one situation with the whole social media and posting. Do you guys have another situation that you guys may see that happens a lot?
There's a lot of situations when it comes with women.
Yeah, because right now, social media is part of like the dating, part of dating, like, when you're Facebook official or IG official, whatever it is, when you post that first picture, of you and your current relationship or whatever, so it's a big deal for some people.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So, has social media made the grass appear to be greener than it should be?
Of course.
Like, for example, if you're in real estate, right, and you're trying to flip a property, if the grass is kind of dead, but you ain't got time to grow it up, they have a green chemical that they spray on the grass to make it look green. So, is social media that green spray to add freshness to a relationship that don't really as fresh as it should be? What do y'all say?
I think definitely social media is very deceiving.
It
is.
It really is.
People are not gonna post, negative things about their relationship. They're not gonna post.
Some people, I have people.
Some people do, yes, but the majority of people, they're not gonna post, oh, this person, didn't do this for me or didn't do that. They're not gonna post, pictures of them, being home alone and worrying about and stalking their significant other. They're not gonna
post. They're not gonna post the sleepless nights and
they're not gonna post those things. No.
So let me ask y'all a question.
And
Which
some
could get me.
will throw you under the bus, but some people.
So let me ask a wiser question, which could get me in trouble. So has there been anything your significant husbands have done you felt like, you know what, I'm gonna tell on y'all and I'm gonna let everybody know?
Like as of now?
No, just in general. Like, is there any time during the time you being with your significant other that you felt like we have done you wrong, purposely or non-purposely, that you felt like, you know what, I'm gonna out you. That's just wrong. I'm gonna let you know that you wrong.
No.
No.
Dang.
People
I said,
people out Sydney for me.
Hey, thank you.
What you mean? Oh, your friends?
Let me tell y'all a story. So, you know, I have a lot of followers on Twitter. You know, I was an avid tweeter. I think worse than 45. But anyway, so I used to tweet about him. I used to tweet pictures, whatever, whatever. This guy goes to Orlando with his homeboys.
Oh, you talking about that situation?
Yeah. Oh,
That situation.
like pre-marriage, of course. I think we were engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And homegirl texted me on Twitter. She DM'd me taking pictures. I see your man in the club. He's not doing nothing, but I'm watching him. Like, literally watching him.
Wow. Sid,
So
you
I
see
was like,
that?
oh, I have loyal followers.
He had friends in a whole nother city looking out.
Yes. But he didn't do any dirt or whatnot. However, hey, social media.
Yeah, I'm happy I ain't do nothing that night.
Look at his face.
But you know, that begs the question.
But would you be that friend, to tell your girl, hey, I see your man doing X, Y, and Z?
If I see him, yes.
Okay.
So, but yes, you see him, but are you gonna make sure you get receipts?
Of course. You're not gonna open your mouth without receipts.
I learned I have to get receipts at
You
all
have
times.
to get receipts.
I'm traumatized.
And E, when you say out,
Because
expose them.
Yeah, well, not. I mean, you. We did something that they didn't like, right? And they're angry, so they reacted, and they're like, you know what? I ain't like what you did. So, brr. It may not be directly correlated with the situation, but it might
But
just be like,
they discuss it on social media.
right.
yeah, but like
I haven't
Dad said,
done
you
that.
shouldn't be airing your dirty laundry. Like that's what she said. You should not be airing your dirty. I believe that too.
I haven't done it yet, but he already knows what's the deal.
Yeah. But you know, I think the biggest reason why you shouldn't do it is because the same way that people may be looking at your situation and looking at that grass, once they see that, again, you may not appreciate that grass, other people will say, well, you know what, if you ain't appreciating it, then I could swoop in and appreciate it better than you.
So, I mean, so why did Jada and Will feel like they had to come to the red table?
Well, remember, it's not they had to
No,
explain.
she only came because he opened his mouth. She wouldn't have said
Other
anything.
person.
Yeah, I've seen it open his mouth.
Yeah, she wouldn't have said. She would have kept it. She would have kept it moving.
Oh, so that's the question. So that's the real question. Hold on, wait. We're missing a valuable point there.
Go ahead.
So basically, that situation was there was something that was in the closet which should have stayed in the closet, because that's what it really was. If he didn't say anything, then she would never have to have addressed it with her husband. It was non-existent. It was never an issue because it was never known. So if you see that the grass is green on the other side, but you do know the dirt that has happened, but the perception that was created, even over the dirt underneath, are you gonna lean towards the perception as something you replicate, knowing that it stemmed from some deep, dark, unfortunate reasons, or you're just not gonna do it because you know what happened below the surface, if that makes sense.
Let me ask you a question. How many witnesses did you have at your wedding?
Who, me?
Yes.
140.
Yeah.
I did the math.
So 140 people need to know what's up.
So,
Bam. You hear that, babe?
Hey, that's why Leo answer questions, E. Hey,
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
No, it's not even. It's more than 140 because then when you post it on Facebook and Instagram, it becomes viral.
And E like, well, hold on. So E, this is what E is saying, right? If if the facade, right?
Right.
Even though you put a facade, right? If you know that there's a lot of deep hurt or ill will or something behind the mask that you haven't addressed, will you keep it there and continue the facade, or will you try to do something about that dirt? And I think for me, it's really all about doing something about that dirt, because I think that's the biggest way that it can turn into like either fake grass or astroturf, or that grass can become,
So how do you water that grass? What are you gonna do to water the grass?
Listen,
How do you
I think the biggest thing is you have to be first comfortable. Like we talked about, you got to be comfortable with the fact that your grass isn't as green right now.
So we're gonna be going through stages.
You gotta be comfortable with stages, and you gotta be comfortable, and you gotta communicate. And after you communicate, the only way that I know to grow grass is well, you gotta add fertilizer and water. So that means
that Let's Go fertilizer. That thing got your grass growing out of control.
So it was this grass, this type of fertilizer we bought, and I went with my cousin Lesto, and it just so happened they have a fertilizer that's named after him.
And that fertilizer ain't no joke.
Just like him. So I think with that being said, is that you have to love, after you've been able to be comfortable and communicate it, you have to do a lot of caring for it. So if there's a 3 C's, you gotta be comfortable, communicate, and you gotta care for that area. It has to be a lot of care that's happening in that area.
Yeah.
Whatever that care looks like, if it's like affirmations, if it's spending time, if it's like you guys said, taking ideas not only for him but for yourself, but really caring about that situation.
Yeah.
And anytime somebody cares about something,
they're willing to go the extra mile.
Exactly.
So sis, go ahead, drop them 3 C's again, because we're gonna use that on that Rick Ross. C's.
Hey, C's, you gotta hit the triple C's on them. So again, triple is you gotta
you don't remember.
You gotta care. You gotta communicate.
You gotta comfortable. Be comfortable. You gotta be comfortable. You gotta communicate, and you gotta care.
I'm gonna my baby.
Sunday?
Triple C's, baby.
And listen, it may take a little while, but it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. We're gonna take the triple
Hey,
C.
that Dr. Pimple shot.
That's a pimple.
This is no problem.
It's a pimple shot.
Dr. Pimple shot.
What are you putting at me for?
Like she done pop one of your pimples and it got sprayed.
So we got
mess up with drink.
Okay, so as you guys know, we're gonna stick with the triple C's for the evening, because you gotta be comfortable, you gotta communicate, and you gotta care.
Yeah.
Okay? Because in order for the grass to be greener on the other side, you have to fertilize it. And it takes those triple C's.
Woo!
So on that note, the last drink of the evening is actually a green-based drink, because we gotta make sure the grass is green on your side and not the other side.
on my side.
Right? And the most important thing about this last drink is that it falls into the strength of a woman, which is real simple. She has to have the last word.
Repeat that again.
She has to have the last word. So fellas, you might have to take the L, which means you got to be comfortable, you got to communicate, and care when she says that she got to have the last word.
Yeah.
So on that note, the last drink of the evening is going to be called The Last Word.
The last word.
The last word. Now, what's really awesome about this drink is it's an investment, right? Because the ingredients that you have to purchase to make this cocktail is an investment.
Right.
Not a cheap drink. You have to get a few specific liqueurs and a gin that will make this drink phenomenal, which I invested into. So it's gonna have complexity like a woman is. It's gonna have beauty like a woman is, and it's gonna have an herbal essence like a woman is.
I like this. Okay.
So the transition into the drink.
I feel like we might have to have 2 of those and then a third later on.
I know, right? So I'm gonna throw the ingredients on the screen, and we're gonna give a shout out to everybody who came in. And thank you, yes, Miss Stephanie, for saying some men feels that they are entitled to have the last word.
That's why I just said, what did he just say? Women have to have what?
The last word.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. I think everybody wants to be heard, but I do agree that a lot of times as men, good men, if you're able to really lead, you're doing that in service.
Mm-hmm.
The only way really you can really serve your family and serve your wife is by really listening. But I think sometimes we do get clouded and we do get jaded and we do get in a situation where our pride takes in and we get it mixed up, and we don't want to listen anymore. So it is important to be able to let your woman have the last word and just listen, bro. Yeah, it ain't all about you. It's about the family.
Right.
That's true. That's true. So, as you guys can see, the three ingredients on the screen, right? First off, if you get a gin, I would recommend a high quality gin. So the gin I'm using this evening is Monkey 47, which I know is kind of hard to see, but it's a very clean and refined herbal, botanical flavored gin. Very good. It's pricey, but it will make the cocktail the best.
We're actually using
Now, this the second spirit we're going to use is actually green chartreuse. Chartreuse. All right. This liqueur is specifically made by monks that live in the sorry, that live in a specific area in France where they live in the mountains. So monks literally make this chartreuse. Right?
Grenoble.
I'm sorry?
Grenoble, France.
Correct. So it's an awesome flavor herbal, but you gotta be willing to try it out. An awesome spirit. It gives a lot of flavor to this cocktail.
Yeah.
And the last part of this drink is a maraschino luxardo. And simply to put it, it's a cherry flavored liqueur. But this is the high end one. This is not just the regular one. So it's gonna add a balance of sweetness, a little bit of earthiness, because women are Mother Earth. You gotta take care of them, which means you have to water them, nurture them, make sure they grow, because they will be prosperous in your life.
Amen.
Right. And then we'll chase that with some lime. Because sometimes women can be bitter, so you gotta throw the lime in there. That's not me. That's the cocktail. That's not me. That's the cocktail. So shout out to Bowden Beautifully 22 for supporting this episode with donating to our cocktails and combo, which allowed us to purchase these ingredients for tonight.
It was Bold and Beautiful and Time to Live.
Yes, on the last cocktail, the Pimple Popper, we also give a shout out to Time to Live 85. Her donations to cocktails and combos allowed us to purchase all the ingredients to make our Pimple Popper shot. So thank you so much, guys. Like we say.
Thank you. We greatly appreciate it.
So go ahead and click on the link in our bio. You'll be able to see our podcast, support our cocktails and combos, and be able to find some shopping deals on Amazon with this Facebook group that we're part of. Check it out, y'all. And Stephanie, the drinks look so good. Unfortunately, the only ingredient I have is lime juice. So let's go ahead and build this drink, y'all. It's real easy. It's a equal parts, 3/4 ounce of everything. Let's drink with us in spirit.
In spirit.
We'll take it. So on that note, sweetie, can you cut these 2 limes for me so I can be ready to juice them down? So since we
cut them in half.
Yeah, cut them in half. Since we're going to make 2 cocktails out of this, we're basically going to do 1.5 ounces of each spirit, just to make sure that we get a wonderfully balanced cocktail. Which let everybody know it's always greener on your side of the fence.
Yes.
Not get caught up in the other side.
Yeah.
And you don't end up trapped like a closet.
Yeah. So we are definitely promoting for you to figure out how you can make your grass greener versus tiptoeing. And again, if that's definitely something totally different, like the relationship isn't working.
Right.
But if you're invested in a relationship, man, just pour into your own relationship. You know, because wherever you go, you're gonna have to pour into that relationship. So you gotta learn how to pour into that.
Yeah. So this drink is gonna be a first for me. I've always wanted to get into the more eclectic line of cocktails, and I think cocktails and combos will give me the opportunity to build such wonderful, memorable drinks that explain how relationships have many pieces of ingredients that make it wonderful.
Right.
And the better the ingredient, the better your relationship will be.
Ooh, I like that.
You know, so this lifelong investment with your wife, your husband, is about pouring in top quality ingredients. So you better be able to communicate well.
Top shelf.
Top shelf, that's what it is. Don't nobody remember the cheapy stuff. All right, thank you, my love.
Facts.
There we go, there we go. So if anybody has any recommendation of cocktails that they want to share, just go ahead and send us a DM. That'd be great. If you guys would love to donate to Cocktails and Convo, the link is in the bio. You can donate there. It's done through PayPal, so you can use your credit card, debit card. We will eventually get a Cash App set up. You guys can donate through there as well. And we just thank you so much for allowing this show to go on. And make sure to share, like, and comment so we can build an audience. Because we want to stay true to you.
Mm-hmm.
Forever and forever. Thank you, sweetie. Ooh, these numbers are dry.
And thank you guys for all the comments that you guys are always giving and all the feedback. And just keeping it real with us, man. Because you guys help us to continue the conversation, man. Cheers, cheers. You guys are done?
And on that note,
No, I think that's
All right, so this is a shake and drink. Oh, dang, y'all that fast?
oh, sorry.
Good job.
You
Listen,
said equal parts of everything.
I'm smelling it. I'm not drinking. Jit drinking already.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I tend to make all my cocktails a little bit as fresh as possible, so I can get, like I said, quality is everything. So sweetie, can you get the glasses from there for me, please? You want to make sure you shake it nice and hard and beautiful.
Hey, that's like you gotta shake your woman sometimes, right? E? Nah, I'm joking. I'm just saying. He said that's like, I said that's like you gotta shake your woman sometimes to get that green grass out of her.
Them green envious eyes? Yeah, you're right. You want to avoid the envy on that one.
At them on social media. Oh, so nice.
Yeah. And you know what I'll add while you're doing that too? One of the things that I enjoy as well is sometimes you and your lady, you guys will have different hobbies. And I think those are some great things that you guys can pour into each other. So sometimes, just taking advantage of those hobbies and sharing those moments are beautiful as well. So everybody has a hobby. Everybody has something they do, man. Just learn from each other. I think for you, Jit, one of the hobbies that you do, tell me some about what hobby do you think that I like to do with you?
That you like to do?
I know I like to get massages with you.
But that's not a hobby. That's part of my self-care package.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not a hobby.
She said self-care package.
Hey, we all need that self-care.
Yeah.
So it's important to support your wife and your husband and their self-care.
Yeah.
Cindy is cycling, so you support her there. Jen is massage, so you support her there. So my wife, woo! It's so many, but she support me on all of them.
Yeah.
And I support her sleep-ins and watching Netflix and her Nollywood.
Yes. I think that's what it is too. I do support my wife with her shows. So it isn't. It's not all about my
You be
shows.
falling asleep sometimes now.
Well, no, I try my best.
But Eddie falls asleep.
Yeah, I try my best.
It'll be a good part, and I'll be like, baby, saw that.
But you know what I will do though?
Repeat exactly everything you heard on the TV.
Or I'll go rewatch it.
Cheers.
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 The grass is always greener on your side.
You feel it to the top. What did you say?
Yeah. The bitter truth. I didn't do it.
I do agree. The grass is greener and you can grow it. You can import, you can invest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddie's like, what were we talking about? We were just talking about, is the grass really greener on the other side?
Yeah.
Then we were talking about how some people get caught up in comparing their relationships to other people's relationships,
Oh, yeah, break it down.
which is not good.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started talking about the 3 C's, triple C's.
Triple C, which is
Communication.
no. First, you got to be comfortable with your
Comfortable,
role.
communicate, and care.
And care.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the biggest thing, like we said, is that, like Jen said, you got to be careful for that envious eye, and that belief that the grass might be better on the other side is actually false.
It's actually false.
Even if you go on the other side, you still have to pour on that other side.
Yeah.
So sometimes, if the relationship is valuable enough, instead of saying going into the other grass and
You water your own grass.
Water your own grass. Nurture your own grass.
Water your own grass. Take care of your own grass. Take the weeds out.
Plant some orchids on the side.
You know?
Right.
Beautify that garden.
What's good, Maddie? How you doing?
We've missed you.
Yeah,
Hey,
Maddie.
Maddie.
You know, share with our grandkids. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And she ended it on a good note. Leos don't compare.
Amen.
Look at Eli face. You don't compare when you can't compete. Leo season.
That is golden.
Leo season. Look, every week we always bring.
They be hating on the Leos, but it's okay.
Hey, you heard she said you can't compare, but you can't compete.
Yeah.
I heard. All I said was silence is golden. So again, y'all, thank you so much for coming to Cocktails and Convo, where we have everyday conversation with extraordinary drinks. Go ahead and click on the link in our bio. You'll be able to listen to our current season of our podcast. We're working on season 2. Unfortunately, due to COVID, it's kind of hard to get all our recordings done as beautifully as possible, but we're almost there. We're at the goal line.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're right there, so we should be
Almost
releasing
there.
soon. So go ahead, make sure to click on the link, listen to our podcast. If you want to support our podcast, there's a link in there as well. If you also want to support the Cocktails and Combos Live that we have every Friday, there's a link to donate. I'll go ahead and throw the recipes up again so you can see who participated in donating. We're going to go ahead and give you guys a shout out because we're nothing without you guys, and we want you guys to have better, meaningful, and loving relationships that follow our triple C's, which is you need to be comfortable, communicate, and be caring.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So let me throw the recipes on ahead. So for our first cocktail of the evening, we had Miss Dorothy Content. If you visit her IG page, she made a wonderful pineapple spritzer, which was our first cocktail of the evening. But we just spiked it with a little bit of vodka to give it a little bit of buzz.
Mm-hmm.
And our second drink is, when you have that caring, communicating, acceptable relationship, you can pop some pimples on your significant other, and that ended up being our pimple popper shot of the evening. And we thank Time to Live 85 for donating proceeds towards that cocktail. And the last drink for the evening is the last word, which is what you should allow your woman to have.
The last word.
The last word.
I like that, man. And
just implement it. At least for a week.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll implement it right now. I'm going to say something, and it will allow you, our ladies, to have the last word for the show tonight. The thing I want to say to everybody is, make sure that if you know any couple that can benefit from any of the conversations and discussions that we have, please share our videos with, somebody that you love, somebody you care about, somebody who can benefit from it. And again, we just thank you guys for just always showing up. And you guys to give the last word.
Go ahead, Rach.
And we, as always, we always, all our conversation is always based on our personal experiences and, and our journey through this, through this life, through our marriages, our relationship, our past relationships. We're being transparent with our lives, and we just want to share the love, with everybody, and hopefully that everybody will, have that significant other, or is in a process of looking for that significant other that they can share the love with.
Right.
You know.
And on that note,
And on that note,
You didn't give your last word.
Gigi got to get the last
I've been
word.
talking all night. I let Rachel give the last word. I said to my Leo sister,
Okay.
Yes.
end it tonight.
Boom. I love it.
Cause that's how Leos do. We don't compete.
Woo.
Ooh.
We okay with leaders. Go ahead, Rachel.
Our success will be your success. You hear that?
That's right.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Salud.
Salud. The grass
Thank you,
is
everybody.
the grass was greener for us, right?
It was, yeah. I'll take this grass. It's not astroturf.
I'll take this grass any day of the week.
I'm getting kind of tall. You might have to cut me down a little bit.
She's chasing them. She's chasing them.
All right, see.
Peace.
Peace.